I bet you have missed this one. 22,580 drones and 16 flying taxis, the world record. And why is Joby in the house? Let's find out. Hey up everyone, welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. I'm Vaz. Do you know what time it is? Time to start talking eVTOLs. Let me just quickly set up a little background view. Today's topic. Not the freshest news. It didn't happen yesterday. It happened a couple of weeks ago, but we have been so busy that today is the first day in like 3 weeks that it gets a bit quiet. And I would like to bring you this unique experience. Drone display. Fireworks are out of date. Fireworks are the history. Now we are talking drones and flying taxis. What's the story of today? Well, let's unfold it. But first things first. Joby Aviation. Why is Joby in the house? Joby Aviation have been flying extensively, their big fleet. And you know from their earnings call, there should be one extra aircraft in here, or maybe here, or maybe up here, wherever. Joby have already been flying extensively their fleet of 8, maybe even 9 aircraft. Why are we talking about it? Joby's S4 4-seater has clocked in more than 50,000 flight miles last year. And as I said, Joby are not messing around. We've got a tweet from one of the Joby fan accounts, Solanke or Hanyang_02 if you wanna search him on social media, and he tweets today, which is obviously 2 weeks back, November 545 Juliet X-ray has flown 38 miles for 22 minutes. It's the longest A to point B piloted VTOL flight record in the eVTOL history. You can see how much Joby is ahead, considering the fact that others struggle to achieve a 5-minute piloted VTOL flight. Unnecessary jab, but this is what happens between the Joby and Archer community in the social media space. However, we've got the map here and we've got more details. Joby flew from their home base, Marina in California, to Watsonville. There's another facility of Joby, and you can see the flight details behind me. And it was a long flight. 13:06 they took off Pacific Standard and they landed 13:28. Here are some metrics from the flight as well. You can see the height levels as well. Just to imagine, can give you a good perspective of how the actual flying taxis are going to be flying their passengers. And this is the very aircraft in here. Sorry, this was the very aircraft in here. There we go. November 545 Juliet X-ray. That's not it. The following day, another aircraft in a different part of world, believe it or not. November 544 JX. I think they should give them some names. They should give them names like Rachel, Juliet, Barbara. Too complicated, isn't it? Right? So this aircraft in Dubai has beaten its own record. What are we talking about? Well, first we had 30 minutes flight time from Dubai to Dubai. Obviously, it was a round trip, but this is the longest VTOL flight in Dubai as well, or in other continent. You can see distance 53 miles. This wasn't a VTOL flight. This was a horizontal takeoff and landing, but you can see here 59 miles. So Joby are pushing the boundaries as well. And I thought it would be nice topic, nice addition, nice little cherry to the top of this cake of massive world record. You know that Joby are now focusing on the Mid East. obviously the current geopolitical tension and situation is shedding bad light on this project, and people started thinking, are we going to be ready to deploy their taxis? Because Dubai obviously is under multiple attacks since the war in Iran broke out. So more update on it. Currently it's not affecting anything unless the infrastructure is severely damaged. We are still on the track to fly passengers probably next quarter in the pilot operations. So this is key market for Joby. And Joby, we covered their earnings. You could obviously see the update. Joby have multiple aircraft in their production facilities across 2 production facilities, and these aircraft will be used for their type certification progress as well. Now, let's move over to another continent. Let's move over to China. EHang. We do cover EHang, and they are doing a lot of hard work behind the scenes. EHang currently flying in 2 provinces. Their pilot operations actually flying passengers. Maybe not commercially, but they are already test flying the passengers, and they are testing and building their initial eVTOL and flying taxi network. EHang and their EH216S passenger version. 216 stands for 2 seats, 16 rotors. The S is there for the passenger version because they have also a cargo version for L for cargo version, and F for firefighting version. But let's not talk about it now. Look, we've got 16 of these aircraft nicely lit up and lined up. Why? EHang lights up China Spring Festival Gala with 16 EH216S and 22,580 GD 4.0 drones in aerial tech spectacle. Hangzhou, China, February the 16th. I said this information is not the freshest, but it's worth it to keep up with the eVTOL market, because we are now talking autonomous drones and coordinating tens of thousands of drones. EHang Holdings Limited, a global leader in advanced air mobility technology, announced a dual feature aerial performance at the Hefei sub-venue in the 2026 China Media Group Spring Festival Gala. The performance featured a formation of 16 EH216S pilotless human-carrying eVTOL aircraft alongside record-breaking drone light show involving 22,580 next-generation Ghost Drone 4.0 unmanned aerial vehicles. The performance delivered a futuristic visual spectacle supported by industry-leading flight safety and fleet orchestration technologies, offering sincere Lunar New Year wishes to a global audience. I will show you the video at the end of this show. So far, we have few pictures. Little teaser. These are the flying taxis doing their thing. As you can see, the venue it's impressive. Just stay where you are. Give me a few minutes. I will show you. It's very impressive. And this is the actual drone display. So look at that. Look at that. We also are covering EHang's earnings. Speaking of EHang, March the 12th, that will be after the opening bell show on our channel. We'll bring you EHang earnings call, and we will decide. We might be able to decide whether it's good time to buy EHang or not yet. Because EHang should unveil and unfold their production ramp build up, and they should unveil more progress with their hybrid long distance eVTOL aircraft. That's not over. That's not over. We also have Beta Technologies. They are reporting their earnings call on Monday. I'm hopeful I'll be able to bring this to you on Monday after the opening bell show. More update on that on Monday. something to bear in mind as well, because we have covered beta technologies a bit and we follow beta. And I've been saying beta needs a bit of time on the market. This might be the right time. Tweet of the day, Horizon Aircraft. The response to our recent Cavorite X7 helicopter cost analysis has been very positive. Social media posts discussing operating economics of the Cavorite X7 with conventional helicopters and highlight the potential for up to 75% lower cost per available seat mile are now at almost 500,000 views. Decent reach. Clearly, a strong interest in the real economics behind next generation aircraft. So we made a video explaining the analysis further. This is something we will bring you next week. I'll bring you deep dive into this topic, bring you more update on Horizon Aircraft, the topic of the day on the eVTOL Daily. You're only 20 minutes of the eVTOL market. Wrong buttons, I do apologize. You're only 20 minutes of the eVTOL market you need daily. Let's have a quick look at the markets. Today has been a very green day for a lot of us, and I hope you have just told me in the chat if you've made any money today, because although the markets are red and some of these have started recovering, we can see Horizon Aircraft getting green already, 2.5% up, EHang 1.5% up as well. Archer still down, touching the lower levels. Now we touched $6.20. We break through $6.20. There's not much support in there, and we will start looking new levels around $5. Joby, there is still a bit of safety net, $9.30 on the market open or after the market open. We can still see a bit of safety net in there before we hit the critical support of $9. Vertical Aerospace sitting $4. Again, we have a bit of leeway in there. Horizon Aircraft precisely copying the $2 mark. And EHang, speaking of EHang, slightly up. It could be a little preparation for the earnings call. And obviously, our sweetheart stock in our little eVTOL pie. Amprius today up as much as 15.5% on the day. We had a very good pump after the opening bell as well. And if I zoom out on the weekly chart, I mean, look at that run. Weekly, we are 46.5% up now. Amprius Technologies. I hope you have been making money. Me personally, I have trimmed my position as well, just to lock in some profits. And you can see we are now slightly recovering. Is this going to continue running? We don't know. Is this going to sell off on Monday? We don't know. That's why I have taken my profits and I'm still holding 75% of my position. Let's get back in the main studio and watch beautiful spectacle from China, from EHang. Back in the studio. Are you ready? Are you ready for the action? Well, it was the first part when we could see the flying taxis actually doing some demo routine. Taking off all 16. I love how lit up they are. Look at that. Look at all the details. It's just impressive. I would love to see something like this in person. And speaking of fireworks, a lot of European cities, they are putting restriction on fireworks displays for various reasons. And this might be the future. Not only this, but the next display I will show you will definitely be the future. These aircraft obviously not carrying any passengers for the display. I mean, they could have milked it. They could have. I'm having audio issues. Okay, let me just do something here. Bear with me, we are experiencing audio issue. I do apologize. Haven't had this for a while. I thought it was sorted. Let me know if I'm sounding better now. So yeah, they could have milked it, and they could have sold some very chunky price tickets, couldn't they? So this is the flying taxi. Look at that! How lit up that is. I love it. I love it. Is the sound better now? Please let me know in the chat. I thought I had it sorted, but something has come up again. Okay, so we will run on. You will run on this mic. That's fine. Oh, is it better now? Can you make your mind up? Is it better or not? Right, we'll end the show on this mic. That's fine. I've got a backup for everything. That is the most important thing. So now let's have a look at the actual drone display. 22,580 drones. EHang is not only about flying taxis. Their subsidiary is focusing on this. And EHang have been pushing the bar higher and higher. And look at this amazing footage. There we go. Can't play the music. If you find the video on YouTube, it's fairly good experience. The only issue is it's not full HD or 4K. I was quite surprised and disappointed that EHang, they put on such amazing show and they can't sell it in their 4K video, unfortunately. But it's still, nonetheless, it's still impressive. Look at the drone, the first-person view drone, flying through the vortex. That's amazing, isn't it? It's just mind-blowing. Look at that. How difficult it has to be to coordinate all these drones. Obviously, it's AI-driven. It's not a human operator flying these. It's programmed. It's all AI-driven. But the more impressive that is, they can develop such a complex system, an operation platform that can contain and handle that many aircraft. And obviously recognized Guinness World Record. So if you buy this year's Guinness Book of Guinness World Records, you will see EHang's name in there. Until somebody else comes out and beats them. So that was a little update on this. I thought you would like to see this experience. Let's quickly go through the chat. We are running a poll. Do you like fireworks? Oh yeah, baby. All right for celebrations. Undecided. And no, I hate it. I'll give you one more minute. And I have to close the poll because I keep forgetting to close the polls. Let's get to the chat. I was here first. Yes, obviously. Ninja Cowboy. Technically, Martyn was first. Well, technically, I am Martyn on this channel because I was using his login, yeah? So this next event comment, that was me using Martyn's account, yeah? So just, I was here first, yeah, Ninja Cowboy. Let's just put it straight. David Hensley is here with his links. I love it. Andrew Red, hello people. I haven't seen Andrew Red on my show. Welcome to eVTOL Daily. Your only 20 minutes of the eVTOL market you need. Ninja Cowboy, I'm secretly wanting a retraction only to get much more because I don't have much in, not as much as I want anyways. You will never have enough shares. Ninja Cowboy, if the stock runs and it's gaining value, you will never ever have enough shares. But think of Amprius not delivering and crashing, and now Amprius sitting at $9-8 on a very bad earnings. You would have too many shares, believe me. Be happy with what you have. Be happy with what you have. Martyn talked about it today. I liked what Martyn said on his morning show. So let's be happy. As long as you are taking profits, that means you are making money. So congratulations. I do apologize for the audio. I don't know what happened. I had it sorted. Something funny happened again. So happy we might stop this fireworks. Very nice indeed, says Liz. Yes, Liz, you know exactly what I'm talking about the European cities putting more and more restrictions on the fireworks. Okay, we had some audio issues. Thank you for bearing with me. Got a lot of people coming in. That's great. JD is here as well. Vince joining as well. Thank you for joining. Trying to evolve. Perfect. Love the comment. Don't go anywhere. I'll send you off to Martyn in a minute. Let's just finish the comments. The chat. Alexandra is here as well. One of the regulars. Vince, one of the biggest music supporters of Martyn's music channel. I love it. Brandon says, good on sound. Echo, that should have been sorted now. And Zach is here, taking off. He's not taking off today. He's rocketing. What is Zach's story? What planet is that? Okay, I'm not going to go any deep. Zach is always telling his picture story. I love it. Ninja says, oh, I get it. Still took profits today. Who wouldn't have? Yes, exactly. Congratulations. So, don't go anywhere. Tomorrow morning, there'll be a special, something slightly different, but I will be back on my usual time. Now, Martyn's closing bell. Sensei is in the chat as well. Ooh. Who do you think will be the record? Surely they will hold the crown. There's so many drone display companies. Sensei, that will be. It could be EHang. They can be pushing the bar higher and higher. It could be somebody else, especially from China. There's so many people, so many companies doing this. The technology is outstanding. Hope to see it evolve even more. Very good. I can have a look, Sensei, for one of the next shows. I can do the research for you. I can have a look, but I can't tell. Right, stay where you are. The event, the stream will take you to Martyn's closing bell show, and then music party on the music channel. Right, that's it from me. I will see you tomorrow, and then on Monday, same time, same place. You're only 20 minutes of the eVTOL market you need daily. Have a good weekend. Take care of yourselves and each other.